I'm Sequoia. I'm a 55-year-old avid solo backpacker, sharing with you today my journey into Coyote Gulch and Escalante National Monument. Now, there are 4 different trailheads by which you can access Coyote Gulch, and I chose Hurricane Wash. One of the things about this entrance is you're in some fully exposed sun for quite a few miles, and it can be a little bit dull and exposed. But within a couple miles, you start to get into this beautiful red rock beginnings, and it's just a glimmer of hope of the absolutely stunning beauty that you have ahead on the trail. Now, this area does get flooded, especially in flash flood season, which it is while I'm visiting, and there's a lot of downed brush and logs and trees and debris, and that's just part of the fun, is overcoming the obstacles and finding your way. Some of the trails are washed out and you're following various footprints, and sometimes you're following someone's footprints who followed someone's footprints who followed someone's footprints, and every single one of you had to turn around because you hit an obstacle or you hit quicksand. So it becomes quite an adventure when you are exploring Coyote Gulch. I was really glad I brought 2 pairs of shoes. One was already pink and muddy from previous days' Slot Canyon experiences, and the other pair had really good tread and were nice and clean, and those I wore in the beginning and the end of the trip, and also in camp. I also brought 2 pairs of socks, one for the muddy shoes and one for the cleaner shoes, and that worked out really, really well. I also highly recommend bringing a pair of pants that can be rolled up for the muddy crossings. And you want pants over shorts, even probably in the summer, because the brush can really scratch your legs and be hard on your skin. When hiking Coyote Gulch, you will be crossing Coyote Creek many, many, many times. And some places the water is much deeper than others. You're going to want to try to find the shallower spots to cross. It's also really helpful to have a walking stick with you or a trekking pole. See, here I am prodding the mud to check for quicksand. I saw quicksand about 6 or 7 times on my trip, and I don't know about you, but I don't really want to get stuck in quicksand. I set up camp for 2 nights at Jacob Hamblin Arch, and it's good to be aware that sound completely echoes almost more than any other spot in Coyote Gulch. So every little sneeze or someone turning over on a noisy sleep pad during the night can be heard. So just keep that in mind, that there will be other campers there. You will not have it to yourself. That said, it's a stunningly beautiful experience to camp there. I gleaned some more information on my hike out this morning, so I want to share that with you. But first, if you could please hit subscribe, it really helps me in the algorithm, and give the video a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments what you enjoyed or would like to see more of. Any suggestions for future content, that would be wonderful. So on my hike out, I ran into a whole bunch of families and people who had been here multiple times in Coyote Gulch. And what I gleaned from that is this is sort of like an extra big flash flood that caused all this downage and debris and washouts of the trail. And that other years when people had been here in the past, whether it was fall or spring, they hadn't encountered as much of this. So I just wanted to say that it was a bit unusual and I wasn't quite fully aware of that. But basically in Utah or anywhere in the world you're backpacking, just be as prepared as you can with your expectations and your equipment, and you will do just fine. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't think I was aware that there's quicksand here, and I'm alone. It's something to really watch out for. You can kind of tell when you put your foot out, and it's jiggly, jiggly, jello-y. It's jiggly and it's jello-y. And whether you feel like it's that suction-y kind and that jiggly jello-y kind to really watch out for. And it's a bit disconcerting. A couple times I felt myself kind of getting sucked a little bit, and it made me incredibly nervous.